Welcome.
Hello everybody, what's up? My name is Pedro Martinez.
And great. Pedro, when did you start with the MBA?
I started a year ago.
And how's your experience been so far?
My experience is like going well.
Yep.
Like I see how movie works.
Sure.
Like the settings, the camera angles.
Mm-hmm. And so of all the jobs on the film crew you've learned so far, what's your favorite?
My favorite film crew.
Yeah, like your favorite. What's your favorite part of making a film to do?
Well, my filmmaking to do is sound.
Yeah.
And also I like to act.
Right. Yeah.
Like I've always wanted to be an actor.
Sure.
Like that's like my main dream.
Is being an actor. So if I asked you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you think?
I would just say terrific.
Yeah. Well, if you could choose any job you could be doing in 5 years, what would it be?
For the next 5 years would be acting.
Acting? On a TV show or in the movies?
I would say movies.
Movies? Action star?
You could say action.
That'd be
I
cool.
love Yeah.
Yeah, action star. I'll take that job too. And you're just now starting with the internship. Are there any experiences that you hoped that you would get from doing the internship?
The experience would be sound designer.
So getting better at working with sound, like kind of in a real. Speaking of sound,
Yeah.
airplane.
Yeah.
But yeah, doing sound design in like a real world setting, right?
Yeah.
Cool. What is your all-time favorite movie?
My all-time favorite movie, like there's so many of them. I would have to say 300.
300? Great. And what were the other options you were thinking about before you said so many? What else you got? 300 and
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Cool. And for me, Hannah Montana, the movie.
You like that?
Okay, I haven't seen it, but any movie with the Olsen twins in it, it's for me.
Wow.
All right, thank you, Pedro.
All right. Thank you.
Man.
Thanks.
Pedro Martinez. This is Sawyer French, Mr. French to you and I.
Indeed.
How are you today?
Just fine. Yourself?
I'm doing fine, thank you. And you, along with Edwin and Drew, have been in this internship since it started.
We have, yes.
And how have you enjoyed it so far?
I've greatly enjoyed it, really. I mean, it's been a fun experience to learn how some equipment works and what goes on behind the scenes. It's a good hands-on experience for people like us because we're just starting in this industry, and it's good to get some experience in some fields here and there, so now you know what it's like when you just pursue that career instead of just jumping ahead and then not knowing what to do and such like that.
Yeah.
So it's been a good experience working with like an actual theater group and what they do, and it's just a very, very good thing.
Nice.
A good hands-on experience, in my opinion.
And right now, It's a Wonderful Life is leading Hope 2-1 in our tally. What's been your favorite show that you've seen so far?
Unfortunately, I haven't seen any of the shows, but from the rehearsals and
From rehearsals.
I would have to say The Pope, since it was like the very first one that I worked on and such, like filmed it, because it just had that comedy gold a bit for theater-wise, but not like comedy gold in like Monty Python. No offense to that.
But yeah,
no offense to Monty Python or Pope.
No offense to Pope.
I think Pope's fine if you.
Yeah, Pope is just fine as it is.
Yeah.
I have not.
They'll be all right.
Yeah, they'll be all right. But yeah, I would have to say Pope
Because, well, I just wasn't expecting some of it from there at all. None of it, really. It was just unpredictable, and that's what made it funny, really.
Right.
But I was just really
I got caught her, I'm sorry.
That was terrific. That was really amazing.
Unfortunately.
The way you do it?
It's a Wonderful Life
the way that
Remind me, what was the one?
Jimmy
It's a
Stewart would
Wonderful
do
Life.
it. That was like the Christmas one with everybody.
Oh, and that one. Oh, yes.
You know, I'm not really sure. Maybe it's kind of
Also,
like a
Pat,
yes
can you
and a
please
no.
give for us an
I
impression
didn't.
of?
I don't hate it, but I like it. But I just can't say it's my favorite one.
I feel like we should have a theater critique show on TV.
Why?
This is good. What was your thoughts on the smash hit ligature marks?
I would have to say from looking at the auditions and then the filming, for it, I would have to say it's pretty dark in a way. I mean, seeing the other stuff like Pope and It's a Wonderful Life, those were more like lighthearted and comedic, while this one was just like dark humor, really. I mean, it was scary, it was dramatic, but there was some comedy here and there, even though it was kind of like sexual comedy, but that's just a plus point, right?
Yeah.
Overall, that way.
Yeah.
But it was just surprisingly dark. Has some dark elements in it from how Pope was, which was musical as all comedic and such. It has some religious issues. And then It's a Wonderful Life is a Christmas themed one. It has comedic stuff in it also.
So Comedy Man.
Yeah, so Comedy Man. So Ligature Marks, I would have to say, is a totally different thing from like two comedies.
Yeah.
And so, two comedy plays here.
All right.
Well,
where do you see yourself in 5 years?
See myself in 5 years. That's actually a good question because I either see myself as an actor, cinematographer. Well, maybe not cinematographer. Scratch that. A director, actor, screenwriter. I said director, right?
Yeah.
Okay, an actor also.
Do it all. Do all three.
Yeah, I think. Wait,
That's what they call a renaissance man.
Renaissance man. I said director, actor, editor,
writer.
screenwriter. That's 4.
Oh, I didn't catch editor.
Oh.
So do all
Yeah,
four.
because I would like
the
to try.
quadruple threat.
Yeah, I guess it could be quadruple threat because I just had many ideas for some scripts that I would like to try and do, and also editing is like a strong suit in the field that's in the industry lately, and that's been a huge thing for most
It's
people.
your foot in the door.
Yeah, basically editing is the foot in the door.
Last question for you.
What is it?
Favorite movie all time?
Oh God. That's a really tough one. Can't it just be 3?
All right, 3.
All right. Which ones? That series is a very hard question.
This first thing to come to your mind. Number 1 is Hannah Montana, the movie.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Okay, for real. Well, number 1. I'll just start making them up for you. Otherwise,
All right. I'm gonna have to say Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch. Number 2.
Good one. 7.
7. And number 3,
Alien.
Alien. Put her there.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Oh my God. You do realize this is not gonna go on YouTube because this is.
It totally is.
Yeah, it's such total bull. Wow. That was some interesting stuff. A bit too much and kind of odd, but what can you do? They're a bunch of oddballs. Sort of.
It's so hard.
My darling, without sin, you cast the first stone on my grave. I held you to the wind, and the wind take you away. I called you out to pasture, I held you to the blade. I watched you flood the valley, and I hoped that you'd be saved. I